Hello, everyone. I am me. You all know me. I'm going to be going over our Allied war plan. This is part one, all right? So bear with me. We're going to be toughing this one out, Team Allies, all right? I am your Supreme Allied Commander in the Pacific, and it is December 7th, 1941, around 5 a.m.-ish in the morning. We don't really know exactly what's going on. We're still sleepy. It's Sunday. People are sleeping, and it's going to be a great day. How this briefing is going to go is that, first of all, we're going to go run through this tiny slideshow. It's like, let me see, yeah, it's like 5 slides long. It's really nothing. But then I want to follow along with the operation order. The operation order should be linked. Uh, it will be linked in the description of this video. If we're using YouTube, YouTube should be great for this. If we're not using YouTube, I don't know what we're doing. Alright, so, yes, it is December 7th, 1941, sleepy morning. Everyone is Christian. We're going to go to a Christian church and go hallelujah. No one's awake right now. But leading up to this, we kind of got an idea of what's going on. Alright, we're going to go over our order of battle, some most likely dangerous, whatever the fox, intelligence picture intense. It's going to be okay. So, our order of battle, first of all, this is kind of who we have right now. I don't know if everyone is reporting. I'm going to do a an at everyone ping to try and see if we have everyone on board. See if everyone's tracking that we're actually starting this. So right now we have me. I will be acting as the Supreme Allied Commander. I will be taking over everything that is not assumed by everyone else. If someone else joins in later into the game and says, hey, I want to do this fleet, or hey, I want to do this thing, then I will relinquish that to them. However, there will be a few overrides for this turn one. Turn one is very important. We need to make sure everything is happening for turn one, 5 a.m. Because we need to actually survive. I'm gonna go over our intent later on, but if we're gonna try and survive this first like 3 years of war, we need to set ourselves up in a good position. So right now, of our order of battle, we have Cat on submarines. I would like to see how this actually works out. I forgot to put down one of the overrides. I'll actually address it once we get there. But it has to do with one submarine I would like to take over, override. We have IKEA, who's going to be commanding the British forces in India. I don't know about Malaya, probably Malaya, I hope so. There's a lot going on there, but generally we have an order and we're going to follow it. I don't know how to say this guy's name. I don't really know you. I apologize. Snatter. You're going to be doing your mine laying operations. We got a lot of mine laying to do, especially in the Southeast Pacific. That is going to be key, instrumental even. So I want to make sure we're all on board with the mine laying. And then we have two of our friends on trends and intentions. This is critical. Mio and Nikki, you guys are going to be trying to decipher what the enemy's actually doing, because we have something of an idea what they're doing. I'm going to go over the intelligence picture right now, because what the enemy is doing is everything. They're on the offensive, historically speaking, and from what I hear on the politics and diplomacy side of things, as I am in communication with Tojo himself, the Japanese are on turn one doing things historical. They are going to be attacking as we have seen in history with retrospect. We should not be operating with the benefit of hindsight, but we're going to be operating in universe. We're going to be operating with the knowledge that we have in universe, and that knowledge is pretty simple. We know the enemy has a massive buildup going on in the Southeast Pacific. They've got troops all up the wazoo in Vietnam. They're building up on the border to Hong Kong. They're already invading China. And we know that their carrier group has left Japan. We don't know where they went. They left Japan sometime in November. We don't know where they went. We don't think they're going to Pearl Harbor. That's just not a thing. It's way too far away. Carrier groups only are capable, or just battle groups in general, are only capable of going like 1,000 miles away from their home port before they're like no longer combat effective, according to data at the time, based off of the battleship doctrine. Everyone was going off us. So like, okay, well, you only can go 1,000 miles away. So no, they're not going to Pearl Harbor. Not a chance. No chance, guys. No chance. So don't worry about it. Nothing's going to happen at Pearl Harbor. We're safe, guys. Too far away. They're also, we know that they have a massive buildup in Taiwan. We have our Army Air Force there. And our Army Air Force is like, they have like, if you play War Thunder, you know, like the tier 1 planes, like the BR-1, like the fucking paper biplanes. Yeah, we got a whole fleet of those guys there. They're ready to take on the world, guys. I don't know what was going on at the time, but like whoever was making the war plans for the US was like, guys, we got paper planes in the Philippines. This is gonna go great. Pro tip, it's not gonna go great. They're all gonna die day 1 within the first 5 hours, but according to our plan, War Plan Orange, we're going to be like, guys, let's go bomb Taiwan. Everyone's going to clap. It's not actually going to work. We're going to lose everything. But, you know, historically speaking, we got to be ready for our great offensive in the Philippines. Everything's going to go great. Burma, I'm going to go over our plan there when we go switch over to map mode. But Burma is kind of like, okay, there's some things we need to not lose. Japan is going to say, okay, well, we want to keep expanding because the more we expand, the less the Allies are going to be able to bomb us. So they're going to go attack. And of course, the Dutch East Indies, this is like key zone number 1 for them because of oil. And I'm going to go mark down some of the key oil producing regions. And I have an override. We need to protect some of these locations. And I don't think the Dutch are being controlled by anyone at this moment, so I'm going to be kind of going off of our doctrine. So some of our overrides are going to be the Force Z to the Java Sea. Force Z is the British fleet in the Pacific Southeast Asia. It's basically useless. It has nothing on it. It's like 2 ships held together by duct tape. They suck. And the Japanese has like the entire Japanese Navy, so they're kind of strong, right? Bad news for us, the Japanese have like torpedo bombers and everything under the sun, so we die immediately. So in order to not die immediately, we're gonna run away. So that means run away. Force Z to the Java Sea. Fuck out of there. Don't go north, because like the whole thing with Force Z is that like, oh, we know that the Japanese are gonna invade Malaya, so they're gonna go north and die. They're gonna go north and immediately die. Like nothing to it. They're just gonna go like fucking bonkers, collapse, gone. No hope. So let's not do that. We're gonna go south. We're gonna run away. We need to consolidate. Being aggressive right now is not the move, because it's 1941. We're living in poverty. We have like dirt homes. We got the green top. It's not good. So we're gonna run away. Hong Kong, yeah, they're fucked, but they have some ships there. They have like 3 destroyers plus like a whole group of convoys. So they're gonna run away. We're gonna go, screams, go to the south. And we don't have time, because we know the Japanese are building up on the border. They've got like everything there. They got like an entire army. So they're gonna like attack. We're fucked. Like they're fucked. They're not gonna last like 5 minutes. So we're gonna abandon all the troops. We don't have enough time to load them onto the ships, but we need those ships. Those ships can help us in the south. And the plan is we're gonna take those convoy ships, drive them south, and all the survivors that make it past the indomitable Japanese submarine screen and the indomitable Japanese Navy and the indomitable Japanese Air Force, if they survive, they're gonna help us load up oil and evacuate Southeast Asia, because we need to take as much oil as we can and bring it to Australia. Anyways, that's kind of going into our Fortress City doctrine. We're gonna go look at that in a minute. You know what? Let's just go. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, Fortress City doctrine. We need to defend cities, all right? Because everyone there sucks. The Dutch don't know how to fight. The British apparently don't know how to fight. No one knows how to fight. But the Japanese are kind of few in number, at least initially. They're gonna land no matter what. We can't defend the beaches. We will not. We will not fight on the beaches. We will not fight in the streets. We will not fight on the landing grounds. We will die. We will die. We will straight up die immediately. So we're gonna go run away into a house. All right, we're gonna hide in the cities, and hopefully we can last a few more days there. I don't have hope for the Dutch. They are gonna die immediately. I don't have hope for anyone there. They're all gonna die immediately. But if we flee to the cities, we might last. And the Archerfish. So there's a submarine operating around Midway Island. If we want to intercept them after Pearl Harbor. They need to go north and just kind of do a little patrol there. So that's another override that's not listed. So Archerfish is going to sit there and wait for the Japanese fleet to run away, and there is a chance that this submarine will be able to land a hit on the carriers fleeing the Pearl Harbor invasion. So, sorry, Cat, we need Archerfish there. And then we need the Great Defense of Portland, Oregon. So, going off of our intelligence, we are aware that Tanky Shasho, or Tanky, is going to be organizing the battle for China. He's like a Japanese, like, weeaboo. He's like, glory to the Imperial Japanese Navy, inshallah, glory to Tojo. And he will be massacring civilians in China. There's very little we can do about that, but keep tabs on it, because according to gameplay, we can just send in the hordes, and Chinese troops, once they are destroyed and annihilated, they will be reconstituted. So we kind of have a lot to work with there. So we also know that they are going to be doing an invasion to the south, you know, Southeast Asia. That is actually happening, yes. I don't know who's in charge of that, so I don't know what to expect. And then we also have, I think, an Alaska campaign. They're going to go towards Alaska. That is pretty dangerous. I'm going to go over that in the most dangerous course of action phase of this. But we need to be ready for an Alaska attack, perhaps a North American invasion. And yes, a North American invasion is the most dangerous thing they can do. If the Japanese land troops in Portland, Oregon in 1941, December, we will basically lose a fourth of our force. And it is very possible for them to do it. I don't know how, but it is extremely possible for the Japanese to like send like a dude into Portland and just take over Portland. And if we lose Portland, we lose the war. So we're gonna go swap to the game. So here we are in the Pacific War, and we're looking at everything here. Here's Hong Kong. We have a few ships here. Ships to include 3 destroyers, some torpedo boats, and then there is a bunch, yeah, like 9 of these support ships, cargo ships. If we were to try and load them up, it would take a long time. We don't have time. You see this Japanese force here? It says they only have 3 guns. That's not true. They don't only have 3 guns and 1 armored fighting vehicle. I hope we have the foresight to understand that they don't only have that much, and our dudes, we have like 5 guys here, so we're gonna run away. All these ships are gonna go south, hopefully this way, but the Japanese invasion fleets, I know they're here. Like, we know by history that they're gonna come for the Philippines. They're gonna come everywhere. Fortress City Doctrine time. We're gonna bring all our troops down. We're gonna run away into the cities. We can't survive piecemeal, so we're gonna have to use what force we have to consolidate. We don't have the mass. We don't have the advantage. Our troops are armed with like bolt action rifles from like the 20s. We're not going to survive. I don't know how the Battle of Malaya is going to go, but IKEA, if you're watching this, I highly recommend you pull back to Singapore. Singapore or a defensive line from whatever this tile is to Mersing. So jungle tiles have a 3 times defense bonus, while urban ones have a 2 to 4 times depending on the size of the city. I don't know how big Singapore is according to the game. It looks pretty big, so I assume we're gonna get that 4 times defense value. That's gonna be huge. So we need to defend it. They're gonna bomb us to hell. We don't have any planes. We suck at life. All these planes suck. Like, what the fuck is a buffalo? I've never heard of this before. What the fuck is a swordfish? Like, who knows what this is? No one. I don't. So we're gonna die immediately. All these troops here, like, run away. Just run away. Maybe Georgetown you might be able to defend. I don't know, but like figure it out. Like fortress cities, don't be spread out. Don't try to fight. Just run. Run away. Give ground because they're gonna have to walk through all this fucking jungle. Like that's gonna take days. We need time, so let them have the jungle to walk through. Burma, this is a priority. So they're gonna go and attack India, like #1, because the Burma Road. We need to have a connection from Rangoon up this road into somewhere here. I think Paoshan or whatever. If we can have this road, then China will get like 1 supply point, which is like nothing. It's like 1 box of chocolate. Like it's nothing. But the thing is, China has 0 to begin with. So they need supply. So we must hold this line at all costs. Like whatever you have to do. Like we have troops here in Cape Town. They are going by default to Singapore. But this is going to take like a week. We don't have a week. And by the time they get to the Strait of Malacca, Japanese planes are going to be like flies. They're going to be like 1 million of them. They're not going to make it. All right? Take them to Rangoon. Take these guys like all the way up and around. Like take the safest route. I don't want to fuck around with these troops. We're not getting reinforcements. We're never getting reinforcements. So these extra troops that you're going to get, make sure they get there. We're going to get like a good sized like a few brigades. Like this is real. Like we're gonna get something nice, a battalion of recon. Yeah, like this is real. Like bring these troops not to get bombed. We need them. Ceylon has our only carrier in the region, which isn't even a carrier. It's like a piece of shit. It's like a shit on wheels. I don't know what it is. Yeah, Hermes. Who the fuck is this? Like, what is this? Like, you think you're slick? You have 12 swordfish. You will die. You have no fighters. The fighters are on land here. Or no, they have torpedo bombers. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. They don't have any planes. They don't have no fighters. I guess Japan, like Britain had like this doctrine where like, guys, we don't need fighters. So they like all clapped around a circle. That's what's gonna get us killed. Fuck the British. They suck. Another fortress city idea that we need to work with. Notice this area here. Like we have Bumfuckistan. Here, and here. Not to mention, I can't pronounce this name for the life of me. I'm not even gonna try. But if we click on it, yeah, so the cities we need: Singapore, Rangoon, Balikpapan, wherever this is. This has a few destroyers. Or, I don't know. Should we keep them here? This place here, if you look at it, it has oil production facilities. Yeah, here, level, like, it's got 300, like, whatever the fuck this is. It's got a lot. This is a fuck ton. You see this number, it's a lot. We need to defend this. And then you click here, Palambang, where's Palambang? This is yeah, here's Palambang. Palambang has, like, the most fuel being produced in history. So all these Dutch guys are going to be going Hergen-Durgen and running at Mach 12 over here, and they're going to sit here and die. Or, I don't know, like, depending on where the Japanese land, maybe we can hold, like, an extended perimeter. It would be nice. But this city has, like, the greatest priority ever. It has 93,000 units of fuel compared to, like, 2, which is, like, everywhere else in the Pacific. Like, we need to hold that. Or at least delay it. This city here is like the capital of the area. It has like a bazillion fuel. All these cargo ships, there should be a few. We're just gonna load them all up with fuel, like Mach 12. Pick up all the gas and run. The less gas we leave for the Japanese, the better. We're gonna drop them all off, and we're gonna do like a straight shot to Darwin, like wicked fast. We're gonna run to Darwin. Yeah, that's about it. Philippines is fucked. I think we're gonna evacuate. We can't hold. Like, see all these troops? They're all distributed. Like, maybe we can hold one city. I want to hold Manila because it's urban. Like, come on. Like, these guys are all gonna starve. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, we should run away. I don't know how to get them away, though. Like, there's no ports here. There's no infrastructure. There's nothing. Like, these guys are living in absolute poverty. So, like, we're just gonna consolidate. We're gonna see what happens. They're gonna have to navally invade every single one of these tiny specks of dirt. So I just want to see them try. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So the Japanese, we know that they're coming. We're gonna get bombed. We're all gonna die. It's going to suck. But here it is. Oh no, never mind. Not archerfish. The Argonaut. What am I saying? Argonaut. Maybe trout. They're running back. I don't like that. Yeah, Cat. If you want to send them this guy to go and attack too, that'd be great. Argonaut, set defenses here. Like patrol here. This is the return away. Unless they're like, guys, what if we keep going? They have the full capacity to bomb us into submission because we have no troops here. Like, you think Pearl Harbor's like cool, but like all of these guys are going to die. The only offensive power we have is the Enterprise and the Lexington, and we are not going to win a carrier battle. So, another runaway situation. We're just going to flee. Here's Portland. This is important. Portland is being defended by like one guy. This is not gonna work because they can just send their whole fleet along here and then just land in Portland. I don't know how it's possible, but they'll do it. They're gonna land in Portland, and if we lose Portland, we lose the war. So all these troops here, all these guys, we're just gonna run. We're gonna book it to Portland. Alaska, honestly, I really don't care. They're gonna come here, what, to invade Portland from here? They could. Maybe we should defend it then. Fuck. Yeah, okay, I guess we might need to defend Alaska. So, okay, criticals. We're gonna go through the list. I know, we're 20 minutes in, we haven't even gone through our criticals yet. The war will be lost if we lose our carriers, the US carriers. We have 3. We've got the Lexington, we've got Enterprise, and we got, who is this? Saratoga, and we got Saratoga. If we lose like even one of our carriers, we're fucked. We're fucked until like next year, like 1943. Bad news. We cannot lose Chongqing in China. China, we're going to be taking a defensive stance. I'll manage China, don't worry about it. Chongqing is the capital. This is where the Chinese hordes are going to spawn. They're pretty shit. They have like 5 supplies, and they have like 2 combat power, so they suck. And we really need to hold these oil-producing regions, like as long as possible. The more we can delay them from getting oil, the worse Japan is going to be. Because bear in mind, number 1, they need to come here and take over. Number 2, they need to make sure these fuel supplies are like actually intact, which we're going to try and book it. We're going to take as much as we can. And number 3, they need to bring it back. And we have some submarines here. If we look in the Philippines, notice all these submarines. Like, Cat, you are our only offensive arm at this time. If you can get submarines in here and just like start, or actually, I think I mentioned it, like go offensive with the submarines and just attack. Like, I mean it, like just go offensive. See if you can bomb their landing ships and stuff. Because we don't have a surface fleet, and Japanese anti-submarine warfare is like the most trash thing since sliced bread. Like, sliced bread sucks. It's like Wonder Bread. Like, you can make fetish porn of it, but you can't actually fight. So they're gonna like wag their arms around and die, unless like, yeah, submarines will kill. Do that. So the worst case scenario because we just talked about the most likely courses of action. The worst case scenario is that they invade Oregon, because they can do that. They can lay in troops in Oregon. We have nothing here. Like, we got like what? One ship here? We got two? We got like 2 ships here. We got like nothing. They can land troops in Oregon like no problem. We're fucked if they do. They can invade Hawaii. If they actually land troops in Pearl Harbor, I don't know we have the, like, who are these guys? Who are you? The 4th Marine Defensive Battalion. Who are you? The 2nd, who? What? The Marine, what? The regiment of who? Yeah, we don't know who these guys are. They're gonna die. They can also attack Eastern Australia. If they can get submarines and shit in here, or just ships in general, and like block us off at least, then we're fucked. Australia is gone. And that ties into the, like, the most reasonable thing, that most dangerous thing that they're going to do is just keep expanding this way, because they have multiple naval invasions coming. They're just going to come this way. They're going to go for the Gilberts. They're going to land troops at Tarawa. They're going to take over everything. But if they keep going and keep going and keep going, that's going to seriously complicate things. We need to protect this area, because look at these supply lines. We're coming from... Let me see if I can open a map. Yeah, we're coming from all the way to the United States. This is where our supplies are coming from. We're going to bring it to Hawaii, or we're going to bring it all the way down around, like a big loop. That's going to take months. This supply route is not tenable. So, quicker is better. Defend it. Yes, good. That's the plan. We need to prevent them from doing these movements that are going to be like... Fate accompli. How do you say that? Fate accompli? I think I said it right. So like if they like cinch a win, like you do their decisive victory, then we're fucked for the rest of the game. Like we need to be put into a good position for as long as possible, so our follow-on forces in the next few years can arrive. I know it's gonna be fucking nuts, but we're gonna be losing for a long time. So whatever we have, we need to keep. Expect to lose. We're gonna lose. Key information requirements. Enemy convoys. This is for the trends and intentions people. We need to know where they're attacking, because after these first initial landings, they're going to go ahistorical. So like, where are they going next? What are they doing next? Are they going to bypass the Philippines? Are they going to... We don't know what they're doing until turn 1 comes and passes, because right now it's still 5 a.m. on December 7th. Like, we don't know what's happening. We don't know where they're going. Because I know I mentioned that they're going to go for the Southeast Pacific. They're going to go for China. They're going to go and bomb Pearl Harbor. But they also have one random card. Some player is doing something random. I don't know what he's doing. So we need to watch out for that. We need to pick that up immediately. We're going to look at our... operations reports, like activity, and we're gonna look at our signals intelligence and see what we're finding. We need to piece together a puzzle here and see what are they actually doing. If we can keep putting on the pressure with our submarines and figure out what they're doing with our submarines, then we should be okay. We have no other means of reaching out. We really don't. Maybe a plane. They're gonna die though. Enemy carriers, we can understand that enemy carriers are likely where the main effort is. We need to be ready for that. Bad news bears, if they catch us by surprise, like at Pearl Harbor, that would be bad. We wouldn't want that. So yeah, that's basically it. We are going to be holding a defensive reactionary posture. We must prepare for the enemy to hold the initiative across all fronts, and our intent is to delay in order to hold key locations as long as possible. This means the Southeast Pacific. This is number 1, as long as possible. So that means evacuating from the Philippines whatever we can, pulling troops out, and defending Bumfuckistan. Like this place here, Palembang has priority. I'll probably pull troops from southern Philippines. We have, what? Who are these guys? Cargo light civilian. Can these guys carry troops? Maybe. It's going to be shitty. Sorry, guys. You're on the run. 200 dudes? Yeah, you're fucked. Maybe we can defend this place a little longer. Your lives will be remembered. Like, who are these guys? Who are you? You're going to die. Why do we have multiple guys here? You're dead. Base Force? PA Battalion? What is the PA Battalion? Philippines? Yeah, you're dead. You have 200 dudes. They have maybe 2 machine guns. Yeah, they got 3 machine guns. They're going to die. Run away. Yeah, so that's our plan, our big plan. I hope the Japanese don't find this, because if they do, bad news, right? Alright. That was 30 minutes of this. I can't believe I just talked for 30 minutes straight. If you have questions, reach out to me. I will be managing everything. If you want to manage something, let me know. Carrier groups. I'm looking at things in the big picture, so if you want to go from the tactical level, let me know. This is going to be rough, guys. Prepare to lose.